All right, everybody, here is the last one. This is the scaled room, scaled down room with the 10-foot wall and the window. So just like before, I need you to go 4 squares off from the right, do your squiggly, and put in your information. So I'm going to run through it real quick. You can pause the video and write this info down. Again, it's going to be your name, your bedroom, 10-foot wall with a window. So here's some specifics. The height of the window. Now we're talking the height of the window, which we didn't mark in our floor plan because it was just like the floor. The height is going to be 3 feet 6 inches. The width of the window, just like from before with the floor plan, it's 2 feet 9 inches. The distance from the floor, which is a new measurement, so how far it is from the floor up, 2 feet 6 inches. And the distance from the left hand corner, which was from before, 4 feet 3 inches. And our scale again is 1 inch equals 1 foot. And each one of those little squares will represent 3 inches. All right, so as always, we're going to start with our bottom. Here is 0. And I'm going to count 10 feet because remember this was a 10-foot wall. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So from there to there, that is going to be my sole bottom plate or my bottom sole plate. And then now I'm going to go up 8 feet. 1, so remember this is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be right there. I'm going to connect those. Straight line, dot to dot, using my ruler. And just double checking 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right there. Coming straight down, I'll make my 8-foot wall. And my 10-foot ceiling line. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do my dimensions from here to here and here to here. Do my arrow dimension lines. This is going to be 8 feet. Going again on the top. Doing my dimension lines. Bam. Bam. From there to there. From there to there. Drawing my arrowheads. Drawing my arrowheads. That is 10 feet. All right. So now I'm going to do my thickness of my studs. Remember these will go on the inside for the sides. And remember they are a half a square. So stud, ooh, I did not make that line straight. There we go. Icky. I'll have to fix that. Then over here, half, coming straight down. And then down at the bottom, we're going to go below the line because I want to keep that 8-foot area. And again, half squares going below. And then do same thing at the top. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this. This is my sole, sometimes called the bottom plate. Top plate going here. And again, I'm going from the top of it to make that thickness line. And again, it's a half a square. It's my top plate. So for the studs, we are not going to put the studs like draw them straight through. We're going to just make marks just like we did with before. Remember the studs have to be 16-inch centers. We're going to go with 15 inches. So not counting that first stud, that box there, because that's a half of one, so it'll give us 1.5 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make a line where my stud's going to go. It's going to go right there. And not counting that square that I just put the X in, the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a mark where the stud should go. Putting an X there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Better to double check than have to redo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line where my stud's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Line where my stud's going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Line where my stud's going to go, and you should have about 2.5 squares left. Okay, so don't want to carry those up because my window is going to go somewhere in between here, so studs will be running through windows. So let's place the window, frame it out, and then we can do the final studs. So what do I know about my window? Let's start with the distance from the floor. I know that my window is from the left hand corner 4 feet 3 inches. So not counting, we're going to just count from here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 feet and 3 inches. So that's right there. So running through it again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 feet, 3 inches. That's where I know my window's going to come out this far, all the way up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 inches. And it is, that's how far it is off the left-hand corner. And now I'm going to go, how far up am I going to go? So the distance from the floor is 2 feet, 6 inches. So now that's 1, 2, and then 6 inches. So that's going to be 3 squares. So right about there. So 1, 2, and then that's a 3, I'm sorry, 2 squares. 1, 2. So I'm going to mark where, this is like the corner of my window right there. Corner of my window. So again, 4 feet, 3 inches, 2 feet, 6 inches off. So corner of my window right there. So how wide am I going to make this window? The width is 2 feet 9 inches. So this is 3, 6, 9, convenient, and then another 2 feet. So that's 1 foot, 2 foot. So my window is going to get placed right there. So just double checking. So that's 1 foot, 2 foot plus 3, 6, 9. All right. So that's the bottom area right from here to here. In fact, I'm just going to make that a cleaner line. Bam, right there. And now I'm going to go with the height. My height is 3 feet 6 inches. So this is 3, that's 6. And now I go up 3 more feet. 1, 2, 3. Do the same thing on that side, just double checking. That's 3, 6, plus then another 1, 2, 3 feet right there. So now I'm going to frame out or do a rough opening of where my window is. Here is my rough opening of my window. Now I need to put in my trim, my header, and my king studs. So let's start with the trim. So a piece of trim is going to go from the height of the window down to the floor. So, and again, those are about, they're going on their side like this, and that's about a half a square. So half square coming straight down, and then I'm going to count for the, oops, I got that right there. Okay, so piece of trim coming straight down right there, doing the same thing on the opposite side, about half straight down, counting for the thickness. It's going in between right there. So that is my trim. So my trimmers, I'm just going to do them in orange just so you can see them. So my trimmer, another trimmer, trim, trimmer, either word. I'm going to mark that right down. Trim, R-I-M. All right, so this one right here is not called trim. This one down here to support that rough opening and frame it out is called a sill, like a window sill. So that board goes in between the trim, and that is going to go again on its side like this. So that's going to be a half. So putting a half there, and I'm going to color that one purple for you. Bam. And that is, and I'll write sill, S-I-L-L. So that is the sill. Then, just like before, we're not going to do a trim here. We're going to just do a header. But before we do the header, I'm going to put in the king studs. Remember, the king studs are those extra supports that help the trim. And again, those are going to go from the top plate all the way down to the bottom sole plate. And that's about the thickness of a half square. So again, to help you visualize, that's going all the way here. Your trim is going here. So it's going to be like double, like that. All right. All right, getting those out of the way, finishing that up here. So I got my king stud there, and I'm going to put my other king stud in. Bam. Bam. And again, I'm going to label this king stud for you. King stud. And I will do that in yellow. So I got a king stud on this side. Bam. King stud on this side. Bam. Okay. So now the header. The header, again, we're going to put it on its side like this. Okay. Side like this. So it's going to be about a square. Ooh. Let's go like one whole square. I think it is. Yes, about one whole square. So my header. And that's going between the two king studs. Header is right there. I'll write header. Let's call the header blue. So the header is above the trim, between the king studs. Alrighty. Does this make you want to go into construction? I think in my past life. Something I did. Okay, so now let's do the cripple studs. So do you remember how we marked out studs right here? So cripple studs are going to go in those spots. And we're not going to pass through the rough opening. So again, I had a stud right here. And I'm going to bring that up. Bam. And it's about half. Doing a stud on that line. And again, it's about halfway through. So there is my stud, cripple stud. Dang, don't put it through there. Now I have to carry that up here. So I'm just gonna use my ruler and extend that right there and right there. So cripple stud, cripple stud. They're all lined up there and here. So my cripple studs are all lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. All right, so I will just go ahead and label this cripple. C-R-I-P-P-L-E. And now the easy part, just putting in your regular studs. So I'll just start on this side. Again, going from the top plate to the bottom sole plate. Bam. Half square. Bam. Another one. This is the easy part. And once you're done with that, then go ahead and cut all your pieces and do the frame. Last wall. Last thing we need to do then is connect all the walls. How exciting. Okay. Getting rid of these extra lines. So, there we go. You have framed out your window. All right. If you have any questions, I will be floating around.